Good morning, good afternoon to you, wherever you are in the world today, and welcome to another episode on Passion and Purpose. And we are very privileged to have with us today Renee from myBestGapYear. And Renee has been in people development for over 20 years. She is an occupational social worker, and that takes a lot of courage to work with people for over 20 years. And also, she has been a professional coach for nearly 14 years. So, Renee, welcome.
Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you. It's an honor to be here. I'm very glad that our paths crossed.
Nothing is by chance. When you're on the path of passion, nothing is by chance.
I agree, definitely.
How did you know that the passion that you're living today, how did you know it was going to be this for you, working with people?
It crystallized out in my life. I've been, as a 7-year-old, I was an extrovert and I loved to entertain people, but I was placed back into my little box by my parents and the school system. So I went through school very shy and I couldn't be myself. And it took me years and years to realize, and I think it was when my parents got divorced. I was, I think, 19 or 20, and I couldn't understand how do people get divorced after being married for so many years. And I decided to change my field of study, and I started studying psychology. Human behavior started fascinating me, and I looked at people, I looked at confident people. I thought, how are they so confident? How are they so happy? How can people be so happy? Because I'm not. I started investigating it, and I realized that if you want to grow and develop as a person, you have to invest in yourself. That's the biggest investment that you can make, is in yourself. And I've invested a lot of money, but it's been a painful process, but it's in that pain that you grow and develop. And I've also realized that your past does not equal your future. And you can choose, you can decide who you want to be and who do you want to become. You don't have to abide to your preconditioned value systems and beliefs. You can change, you can develop, and you can grow. And my daughter was 21 and she achieved every goal that I just looked at this girl and I was amazed. She would want shoes and I'd say, no, I don't have money now. Then next thing, she'll be washing cars. She was just nothing. She was unstoppable. And that fascinated me. And after her death, I heard she was on a ship and they made a video. And the captain of the ship said, you know what, I'm 50 and this 21-year-old girl reached more of her goals than what I did in my whole lifetime. And that made me think that even in my heart sore and my trauma, I got this gift of you have to chase your dreams and goals. You have to make it happen. Nobody else is going to. You can't wait. And you can't live someone else's life. And I took that and I developed a program with my skills where I did management training and development. And I developed a program, and every year I adjusted because things changed so fast. And I started helping young people. And as from this year, I also saw the need for the families, that there's a huge need for families also to understand their role as a family unit, and we get different kinds of families. You get blended families, you get reconstituted families, you get single parent families. But the family plays a huge role in helping young people to reach their goals and to let them be who they are. Not, I've seen so many people putting so much pressure on their children to be who they're not really born to be.
And when you look at this passion of working with people, especially with younger children, and having that influence of a daughter who was unstoppable, when you think about this passion that's now through your own journey has erupted into your life and created what I think is an absolutely beautiful concept of My Best Gap Year for anyone watching this, it's absolutely amazing. When you think about this passion, could you imagine your life without this passion?
I can't. You know what, Charlotte, I had the opportunity and I investigated the opportunity to go back into the workplace. And I don't think I'll ever be able to do anything else because there's no bigger sense of achievement and fulfillment is when I work with people and I see that, oh, now I get it. This is just a thought and I can change my thinking. And when I change my thinking, my whole life changes. I look at my daughter, my other daughter. I'm blessed with two beautiful daughters. She's 20, a second year tax student. And I look at her, old soul, and how she's acquiring, without me speaking, but obviously I've had some influence in her life. And I just look at how she's doing things and achieving things, starting a business during lockdown. And yeah, I don't know if I'm answering your question, but people makes me tick. And when I can see healing take place or growth take place, and where people realize that I can change my emotional state, I can have a better future. I just need to take the responsibility, stop blaming everyone else around me. It all starts with me. You know what people go through? Yes, where they actually think, especially now through lockdown, I've seen so many people get very anxious, actually contemplating ending their lives. And I've realized that, you know what, if we can reach out to each other and support one another. And I've seen it. Just a word of kindness can change a person's life.
And when you, I think you've already answered the next question. When we look at people that are looking to get past the fear, to get past the mindset that might be keeping them small, and step into that growth mindset that your hidden genius speaks to. When we look at that space of where they're in between and they're uncertain, and that beautiful place, I call it the place of growth, and that's where everything happens. When you look at that and they get a sense of their passion, and they get a sense of the purpose that they're going to go through, what is the one thing you would say to them in that space on their passion and purpose?
Well, I think when you're in that space of uncertainty, that is when, well, what I did is I've just actually made a vision board for myself. I've put it up where I can see it, even when the days that I get sad or despondent, I would look at it. But the other main thing that I can, and this is a tip for people, is build a support system. Get people that you can talk to, that you trust. Get people, you know what, the people that don't support you or just want to tell you what goes wrong, the negative people, just, I don't want to get rid of them, but avoid them. Surround yourself with positive people and ask that those right people come into your life, because they will just appear.
Beautiful. Renee, thank you so much for sharing with us. For those of you that are watching and have been listening to her words of wisdom, her beautiful words of wisdom from all the years experience in her people development, please have a look underneath. You'll see her website details. You can reach out and connect with her. And let's change the world together. Let's show people how they can shift their thinking and how they can unite and attract the right people. I mean, it's not by chance that you and I are speaking. So thank you so much for your time today.
And Charlotte, I thank you.